So ratings in the NBA is definitely a conversation that's been talked about for the last couple of seasons and maybe even before then. And there have been a lot of explanations for it, a lot of it being like the game that we're seeing on the court just isn't a very good game. And that's true. Like the game that you see out there, it's a bunch of players jacking up threes. It's really bad defense. There's not a lot of competitive drive out there. And people are saying it's just because of the players, but I actually think that there's a bigger reason why. Before the 2017 season, the NBA and Commissioner Adam Silver introduced the idea of a supermax. Now, we all know what the supermax is. You can get the supermax if you're named to one of the three All NBA teams or two of the All Defensive teams. And essentially, those players that are on those supermax contracts eat up 30 to 35% of the cap room of any given team, meaning these guys are making 40 to 50 million dollars every single season. So they're getting paid astronomical amounts of money. And once a player acquires this supermax contract, I feel like the incentive for them to try hard is gone. I mean, look at guys like Joel Embiid. Look at guys like Zion Williamson. These different players that got these supermax contracts, and now they just don't play when they want to. Any minor injury that they accrue over the course of a season, they're willing to sit out because they don't want to sacrifice future money in case they get a bigger, more horrible long-term injury. And I feel like this is a direct correlation with what's happened in the NBA and the payments. When you start paying these guys that much money, they're just not going to compete the same way they did before. They're not as hungry. That's human nature. Granted, it's not everybody. There are definitely still guys in the NBA that give a shit, that play hard, regardless of how much money is in their bank account. But I think there's a correlation between the last 5 or 6 years and how much money these NBA players make now. And I also think it has to do with the amount of rest. Like if you have that much money and you don't want to sacrifice any of it and you're a little banged up, little injured, and you're not super into basketball, wouldn't you rest as well? So yeah, the play is down, but I think the play is down and guys are sitting out because of the money aspect of the NBA. I think a lot of it has changed. And this is all Adam Silver's fault.